And a very good evening to you as the gates to the Kansas Speedway have been opened and the fans have arrived for their Monday night battle. Welcome to Chapter 12 of the Front Row ESports Truck Series Championship in 2022. It's 95 laps here tonight at the Kansas Speedway. Here is your starting lineup. On the pole is Rachel Hunt. Rachel's won the last 2 races in a row. You know, everyone's got a target on her back right now. Let's see if Rachel can win a 3rd in a row. Your point leader, Blake Mosley, in 2nd place, outside pole. Kevin Orlando, 3rd place. Mark Miller, 4th place. Tay McDonald in 5th. Daryl Johnson, 6th. Stevie Deesham in 7th. Adam Thompson in 8th. Kane Lee in 9th. Shane Chastain rounds out your top 10. Randy Brashears in 11th. Nick Alves in 12th. Chris Spencer in 13th. Tyler Clemens in 14th. Zach Holloway in 15th. Brett Smith in 16th. Ronnie Morrison in 17th. Eli Raposa in 18th place. Josh Beaver in 19th place, Charles Giffen in 20th, J.R. Schomburg 21st, Tom Friedis 22nd, Brian Beach, Michael Dow, Michael Wood, Derek Wynn posting no times as non-points drivers in this series. So, a couple drivers will be starting from pit road tonight. This is an evaluation race, and in the rule book, they only allow the first, if you, there's a penalty limit as far as like how many times you're allowed to have incident points, and we have a few drivers that are a little bit over that limit tonight, so you'll see a few drivers starting from pit road as we go ahead and get the lights out the pace car. We're going to do 1, maybe 2 laps around the Kansas Speedway. I got one trucker where they need to turn their truck on and get moving. You'll see these truck drivers moving quick off the pit lane as they go ahead and get themselves rolling.
And for anybody that doesn't understand what that IPL limit is, it's incidents per lap. Let's say you start a race and there's a caution, an accident on lap 4, and you get 4x from that, and then you just decide to quit the race. Well, that's going to put your incidents per lap limit at 1. And we have a limit set on the truck series at a 0.08. So if you're anything over a 0.08, then you have to start the review races from the pits.
And we have a few drivers who have met that limit.
Quite a few.
But that's okay as the Barney's got the green flag in his air. Green flag is out. We are underway. Rachel, Blake Mosley with your advantage side by side right there. Going to turn 1. Pit road here is going to be a busy place as the pace car is going to be joined by about 10 or 15 trucks who are keeping themselves in control. Pace car makes the little parking spot right there. The rest of the trucks come off. Meanwhile, on the track, Rachel Hunt right now at the advantage. Looks like number 5, Stephen Easton, taking a little dive to the inside on somebody. But Rachel Hunt right now, your early advantage. Kevin Orlando Jr. up to 2nd already. Tay McDonald over a couple spots. We got a little bit of smoke on the track, and we already got a caution. What happened? It says Thomas Friedis crashed. So let's go find out what one of our race admins did. Oh, did he spin coming off a pit road? Oh no, this might be embarrassing. He spun coming off a pit road. That's funny. Well, that's odd because he's on the apron and the apron would not have brought out a caution, so. Interesting. So all those drivers who had to start from pit road, that penalty's pretty much been nullified. They're going to be able to head back up.
Pretty much been wiped out.
Yeah, pretty much been wiped out, in courtesy of Mr. Tom Friedis. Let's go ahead and bring him up here. I gotta ask him. Tom Friedis, got a copy?
Hi.
Explain yourself.
I missed 3rd and hit 1st.
So you money shifted.
Yes, I money shifted real good. Yeah, big oops on my part.
So Kel just kind of explained everything going on as far as the how the penalty system works. And all these drivers got to start on pit road, and then you loop it on the apron and nullify pretty much that entire thing.
Yeah, that completely, you know. Yeah, I completely messed that up.
Well, we'll you know, that's going to further prove why you're on the naughty list as far as starting from pit road. So try to keep it a little easier next time, will you?
Yeah, 10-4. I'll make sure I remember how to shift this time.
All right, nice job. Get out of the broadcast booth. We don't want to talk to you anymore. All right, so 1 lap in, 1 caution in. Let's hopefully we'll run the rest of the race green. Like I said, 95 laps here tonight, so we should see pretty much a lot of good racing. So we'll see how this goes. So probably 2 to green here. Might be going green here next time by. So we'll get you going. We'll get back up to speed because we don't want to spin out right now. Actually, Tom has set the fastest lap of the race right now at a 49.41. Really blistering pace right now from the number 32 machine. So keep an eye on that one just to be sure if he doesn't spin out on pit exit this time. And the lights will continue to stay on the pace car. So, all right, Cal, let's talk a little racing. What do you expect to see tonight besides, Tom spinning out in the lap 1, turn 1?
Well, hopefully we see some good racing. I don't know, because the last race last week came down to pretty much a fuel strategy, and Rachel was able to stretch it out on her fuel mileage and get the win.
Yeah,
and I don't know if you remember, but Blake ran out of gas on the final lap.
Yeah, and the fuel strategy being what it is, it's still gonna be, it'll be relatively close as we see how things are going. But Friday night's race was really good. The 1 and the 84 machines were pretty much the class of the field. Led pretty much the entire race, and we're checked out from everybody else. 84 machine gets around the 1, goes ahead and actually gets himself all the way to victory lane doing so. But a fantastic battle between those two drivers. And then in the Marriott Hotel Series last night, that was an epic battle between Matthew Bell and Shane Abbey. Shane drove back from, I think, 10 seconds behind as the two drivers ran different pit strategy, and they got together. They got to each other with about 5 laps to go, but Matthew Bell was able to hold off and really defend with his life to hold on to the victory right there. So I think they've run, 11 races, and I think Bell's won 6 of them. So we'll see how this goes. But, up in the front right here, Rachel Hunt is your pole sitter, and she'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and try to restart this race here as we'll go green on lap 6. Rachel's won the last 2 races in a row. So, Cal, what are you thinking, Rachel or the field?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I would ever put anything against Rachel. She's been fast all the way around just about every track we go to.
Yeah, she's been fast, but there are a lot of fast machines. Blake Mosley right now in 4th place, your point leader. Stephen Esham's had a lot of strength. Mark Miller had not a great restart right there. Lost 4 spots on the restart, but was really fast in qualifying. Keep an eye on him. Shane Chastain's always been fast. Kane Lee's a new one, a newcomer to our league, but he's got some good speed. Michael Wood, your Blaze Pizza Cup Series champion last year, is running this race for fun. And watch out for the number 32 machine. He might be a little bit of danger on the track as the pace car makes the hard left turn on the pit road. And apparently there's nobody in that car, which is a little scary. So hopefully somebody's driving that car.
Yeah.
Because on my camera,
I don't know if we got maybe a little pit strategy going on already. The 002 of Charles Griffin went in and topped off.
Did he top off coming to the green?
Just before the green flag.
Oh, I see. He pitted on lap 4, so he's
in
caught up.
The back of the field, and he topped off his fuel. So.
Okay. Rachel gets the early advantage right there. Kevin Orlando's going to look to the inside. Rachel closes the door. Blake Mosley looking up at the top. Good part about the trucks is that you can kind of run both lanes. You can run the bottom lane, you can run the top lane. And for the initial first few laps, you can run them pretty much wide open. But as the tires start to wear off, as that right front tire starts to wear, you see drivers need to really do a better job taking care of that. As we finally have a new fastest lap, Tay McDonald with a 33.6 right now. It's a more realistic fast lap, as we'll see that number start to drop down a little bit going through tonight's race. So.
And looking at the back of the field, I just saw Tom Frias hit the wall.
Actually, somebody else is in the wall right there. It looks like the Randy Bashir's in the 43, maybe. It looks like he got himself up into the fence, dropped a bunch of spots right there in turn 3 and 4. But never mind, we got a battle right here for 2nd place. Kevin Orlando Jr. on the outside, Tay McDonald on the inside. Looks like Blake Mosley also kind of trying to poke his nose in there on Stephen Isham, see what he can do there. Kevin does get the pass completed or defense. I don't remember which position he was in, but he's going to go ahead and hold on to that. So But overall, pretty good battles right there. 62 almost gets up and into the 26. Yeah, there's plenty of room. Don't worry about that. There's room to work with, but. Again, good battles happening pretty much all the way around the track right now. Kind of going through, skimming through the field real quick. Kind of getting stuck on that one camera. I don't know what's going on there. But let's kind of look back right here. This little battle kind of for the 10th place. So 10th on back. Eli Raposa right now in the 49 is kind of leading that. Gerald Johnson's going to go ahead and clear the throwback of Adam Thompson. Ronnie Morrison in 69 is going to go ahead all the way down to the grass and try to make something happen. 3 wide into turn 1. Advantage right now. Give it to Morrison. That was a power move right there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Brian Beach and Mark Miller are going to go ahead and go side by side, battling for the number 8th position on the track right now. Slight advantage to the 13, but the 06 is going to come with a little bit ahead of its steam. 13 drops all the way to the bottom, so you're going to see, the bottom lane is by far the fastest way around the, the tri-oval in that front stretch, but you're going to see how drivers are going to have to really work hard to keep that up. Looks like we got a car on the fence. Blake Mosley, your point leader. Oh, watch out, Mark. That was a close call right there as Blake Mosley gets into the fence, drops back a bunch of spots. He's already down 10 spots from the beginning of this lap, unfortunately, and Mark Miller almost destroyed him, but he swerved just in the nick of time, was able to avoid that because that could have been really bad. Good battles up here in the front. I don't know why, but I don't have drivers sitting in the cars tonight. Like, I'm looking at my onboard cameras, and I cannot see the car. I can't see the drivers in the car.
Oh, I don't know. That's kind of strange.
That's
I see
a strange
drivers on my view, so.
Maybe it's a graphics issue, or don't know, but that's okay. It's definitely going to make drivers a little bit concerned if they go ahead and look at the broadcast and not see drivers in the cars. But that's okay. Yeah, see, it's doing it again. Well, we'll see. We'll just, if it's there, it's there. It's part of it's a special event. They're ghost drivers right now. As Tay's going to go ahead and, check that. Kevin Orlando Jr. is going to go to the inside of Rachel Hunt and try to get this lead out of her path on lap 13. Kevin's going to go ahead and dive all the way down to the inside. Rachel's going to go ahead and run that white line. But Rachel gets a good launch off of turn 4. She's going to go ahead and hold on to the position as they go ahead and dive into turn 1. Looks like Chris Spencer just went off the track a little bit. Not sure what happened to him. It looks like he's back up to speed, so maybe got there a little bit late, no worries. But Rachel Hunt goes ahead and she's going to hold off the charge from Kevin Orlando. Go ahead and hold on to that lead right now. Kevin Orlando in second, Tay McDonald third, Steve Isham in fourth. Nick Oz is a good battle for 5th place right here between the 26, the 13, the 06 right there. That might be going 2, maybe. No, they're just going to go 2 wide right here into the corner. Thought somebody's going to, thought 13 might go ahead and stick it in there and try to go 3 wide, but as he is going to look right there, as we go ahead, well, maybe we'll get 3 wide right here off the corner, and maybe this door gets shut. No, door doesn't get shut. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Keep your eyes on this. This could be something right here. 06 Mark Miller is going to go ahead and clear both of them. How is an impressive move from the inside line. Now he's going to have to go ahead and hold off the momentum as they 13 comes high off the turn 4, but Mark's going to go ahead and go to the inside line and stay there. He's going to decide actually he's going to check that run the middle line. Now he'll kind of go ahead and come up, shut the door on the 13, really close. I would be surprised if the 13 gave him a little bit of push down the back straight away. Said, fine, you want to pull it in front of me, drive faster. But Mark Miller now into your top 5.
That's just what he's doing.
Yeah. Not missing anything up in the front right now. Rachel's got about a half-second lead over Kevin Orlando. Stephen Easham's about a second back. Tay McDonald about 0.8 of a second back there too. So already starting to see lap time starting to fall off. The fastest lap of the race so far is about a 31.3 right now. They're turning 32s, like mid-32s right now across the track. So already about a lap of fall, just in about 15 or 20 laps or so, which is quite a lot. Putting the camera right back on here. 69-26 battling all the way down onto the apron. for the number 7 position right now. Slight advantage to Morrison, but Nick Alves is going to go ahead and dive it down on the inside. Try and make that corner really rotate. The trucks can rotate the bottom way better than the Cup cars or the Xfinity cars. So, you know, expect to see them try every line they can
tonight. 13
tonight.
is not giving up on the 06. Still right on his bumper.
No,
right?
he's not.
Some momentum.
He's there, and Mark's going to go ahead and go to the inside. And that's the thing, is on the front straightaway is that you got maybe 2-3 wide again in the back right here. Not really in the back. Dale Johnson's right there looking at the outside line, trying to make it go 3 wide. But the problem is on the front straightaway is that if you go to the outside of somebody, it's the longer way around the track, and you're actually going to lose, as we have a car on the fence. And we got an accident.
Contact.
Jared Schomburg's involved. 333's involved. Zach Holloway. That's going to bring out the caution. Didn't catch the car number of who started that, but Blake Mosley, your point leader, is involved in that.
I think it was the 49 was the initial contact.
Yeah, it was a blue and reddish machine. Looks like Eli Raposa might be the driver of that one. So let's go back and check a quick replay, because we had the camera on that one, but we weren't exactly sure what happened. So let's check the replay, following along with the 49. And let's pause it, because we're on the right car. No, we're not. We're on the 58. So let's find the 49.
58 was involved in that after the fact.
Yeah, the 50. So it looks like the 49 and the 96 made contact. It looks like the 49 just kind of got out of shape on the initial coming out of turn 2. Yeah,
a little tight coming out of that corner, and he bounced off the wall.
49 goes up and hits the fence outside of turn 2. J.R. Schomburg, really no place to go, does everything he can to try to get to the inside, but it's just unfortunately not enough. But he definitely gave it his best as far as trying to avoid. 333.96, one driver behind them. 58, just kind of all innocent bystanders in that, as we have drivers on pit road. Oh, Blake Mosley just missed it by that much. That's unfortunate. But anyways, taking a look at pit exit, it looks like somebody just... That was a really quick pit stop by whoever that was. But Rachel Hunt brought him down pit road, so that driver probably missed pit road or something. So we'll see. Rachel Hunt's going to win the race off pit road. Kevin Orlando Jr., Stephen Isham will round out your top 3. As we see 73, Tay McDonald, Brian Beach, Mark Miller, Chris Spencer, Dale Johnson, Josh Beaver, Nick Alves round out your top 10. Alright, Kel, we got a good run in there. You know, got another 15 green flag ops in there, and didn't spin on pit exit. Hold on, anybody spin on pit exit? No, nobody's spinning out on pit exit.
No.
Nobody's blinking back there, though. Uh-oh. Yeah, never mind that, so. But Barney's going to hold the caution flag for another probably lap or 2 as we get the lap cars down pit road, get some service done. So, alright, Kel, who do you want to talk to? Do you want to pull Tom up again?
Oh, let's pull Tom up again. Let's see what's going on back there.
Tom Farides, got a copy?
I got a copy.
We want to extend our congratulations for not spinning out exiting pit road under caution right there.
Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you, yes.
Yeah, no problem. So how's the race going from your perspective?
Well, it looks okay. I mean, I've brought up the caboose the entire race so far, so just kind of riding, just watching everybody, and not completely forgot how to drive a race truck tonight. So.
What did you see in that crash in front of you?
I didn't see anything. I was too far behind.
Oh my God, we got to get you to drive a little faster here, but like not spin out.
I'm struggling tonight, big time. So.
All right, well.
Yep.
Good luck to you.
I apologize. Thank you. Yeah, I need it big time.
You're fine. You're fine. So, hey Tom, who should we bring up into the booth?
I think.
And what question should we ask them?
Should bring up Mark Miller.
Mark Miller?
Mark Miller. Drag him on up.
Okay. What question should we ask him?
Just ask him how his race is going and make sure, you know, he's got his cowboy hat on tonight so he can win the race.
All right. Well, We're going to drag Mark Miller up into here. All right, Mark, under penalty of an EOL, what is 64 plus 128?
182.
Is he correct?
I don't know. Is he?
I don't know.
We're going to
I
assume
don't
he's
math.
correct.
I mean, so that's
Mark-
you.
So Mark,
big
Mark,
job.
how's your race
how
going?
is your race going tonight?
Race is going as I predicted. Right now, I'm just kind of letting things happen. I was just starting to get my tires in going right there. Of course, we had that going. You got to remember, we have about 46 laps to 47 laps per tire range. So our tires at 20 were just coming in, and we were just starting to get separated out. That's what I'm just waiting for, separation of everybody.
All right, well, you're looking good, so we're going to get you back into your Discord channel so you can focus on this restart. Good luck.
Thank you very much, guys.
All right, Mark Miller in your 6th place right now. He's going to go ahead, probably try to make something happen right here on this restart. So pace car is making the left turn. Field is now in the hands of Barney and Rachel Hunt, as the green flag is going to be in the air. Rachel's going to get a big launch all the way down to the apron, and we are underway. Ooh, somebody hit the fence. Who hit the fence back there?
I'm not sure.
Derek Wynn hit the fence off of turn 2. Got a KO'd the right side of that truck. That ain't gonna look pretty. So, but we stay green. So let's go ahead and get ourselves back up to the front. Rachel Hunt right now with your lead. Stephen Isham looking pretty dangerous right now in 2nd place. Looking for that lead. Brian Beach up 20 positions from the start of the race. As Kevin Orlando Jr. lost his spot in pit road, he's going to try to make that up here, diving out to the inside of Brian Beach in that number 1372 machine. Derek Wynn's going to go ahead and go to pit road, probably get his car worked on a little bit.
I just almost sent Josh Bieber for a ride.
What'd you do?
Luckily, he saved it. He got down on the apron, had to lift. I was right on his tailgate. Hit my brakes, but still got into his tailgate a little bit.
Why you gotta throw him under the bus like that? Come on.
Well, you know, he saved it. I'm giving him credit for saving it.
No, you're all good. So, Tim McDonald, Brian Beach really continuing this battle right here for 4th. Great battles up here in the front right now as Stephen Isham sets the new fastest lap of the race, 31:28 on that previous lap. In that 2nd position, you know, looking right there. You know, difference in those last 2 lap times. 1/100th of a second. So look at the lap times between Isham and Rachel. You know, they're pretty much going to be matching. Well, 2 of those laps are
fast
caution.
lap by Ronnie Morrison of a 31:26.
Ronnie Morrison in traffic sets a 31:26. That's the fastest lap of the race. So I mean, that draft does help, but that's also a lot of really good talent in that behind the wheel. We tried to show you what it looks like, but you know, there's no driver in the seat right now, so I cannot explain that one to you. That's a new one for me. So, but the ghost of Ronnie Morrison right now setting the fastest lap of the race so far, all the way back in the 12th position. But you know, don't count him out
Well,
yet.
I know in the setup we've got a button to hide driver numbers, but I never saw a button that said hide driver.
I would hope not. Maybe under the next caution, remind me. I'll try to take a look at that.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to take the cameras off the action right now, but there is, looks like Michael Wood battling with somebody for a position right now, maybe with Ronnie, maybe with Eli. Oh, that sends somebody off. Oh!
Somebody, hard onto the inside wall.
That was a
Ronnie
hard
Morrison
hit.
just destroyed the inside of the wall. Oh, we're going to have to, like, check on him. That was he just towed immediately. It looks like he just kind of came off of... We're going to ride on board with him. Actually, let's see what he saw. Oh no, he got help.
Oh yeah, he got a little help. I don't know if it was just a reaction, maybe a...
No, I think he got help. I don't know from who. Let's pause it right there. Who's the machine right to their outside? Tyler Clemis in the number 38 machine. Let's see. Did Tyler hit the wall and come off the wall, or trying to find a camera angle that's going to give us a good shot? Let's try right on the nose.
Looks like he just got close to the wall and he pulled it back down.
I mean, that's hardly anything.
Didn't really see any contact. I don't know if that was maybe a netcode contact.
Looking at Michael Wood's view, and yeah, there was some netcode in there. Yeah, the 38, the 69 were running two slightly different lines. They had about 6 inches of space between them, but there was netcode, and that sent Ronnie's machine hard into that wall. Almost went up and over.
Well, it's a good thing there's no drivers in that car. Nobody got hurt.
Yeah, if only, right? Let's go find him. Is he in the Discord somewhere?
Let's see if we can find Ronnie Morrison.
I see him.
I have
You got him?
lost reverse.
Alright, we gotta remember to send it back to GIF and esports, okay? Don't let me forget.
Okay.
Ronnie Morrison, this is the hospital checking in. Are you alive?
I'm dead.
You're dead.
I am dead in the pits, trying to get this thing fixed. Probably gonna be a couple laps down.
You hit that inside wall a ton.
I stayed in it for a minute because I was thinking I could grab it, and then it just wouldn't catch, and then that's when I let off of it, and it just nosed.
Well, we'll send Tom as a representative for Front Row Esports to your funeral. So.
I'm glad to hear you're okay. That was a hard hit for sure.
Yeah, well, looks like we're going to be at least 3 laps down right now.
All right. Well, hopefully
watching the replay on that, it looked like it may have been just a little net code.
There was net code
because there wasn't any real contact off of the 38 machine.
Oh, okay. Well, I know I was watching. It looks like he came.
He came down a little bit, but we didn't see any
he came
contact.
down a little bit, but I don't think he was just trying to keep it out of the wall. I know what he was doing, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
Unfortunately, one of those iRacing things.
All right. Well,
yes,
thoughts and prayers to you, and hopefully you feel better soon.
All right, appreciate it.
All right. Ronnie Morrison, the 69 machine, somehow still alive after that incident. That's a hard impact. I've seen some drivers do that in real life, and it's always amazing to see them be able to recover. It looks like the 69 gets his backup car out of the hauler. Drivers like one quick repair tonight. That's Ronnie definitely went ahead and took that. So he's going to be a couple laps down, but
basically for his tow time.
Yeah, but looking at the scoreboard right now, I mean, there's not that many drivers. He's the only driver 2 laps down right now.
Yeah. So a couple more cautions, he'll be right back in.
He gets 2 green white checkers, 2 cautions, and gets 2 lucky dogs. He'll be right back on the lead lap. Which, do you think we'll see a few more cautions here in the next 50 or so
we
laps?
just might.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a couple. So.
Well, I'm hoping we don't, because I'm taking a set of tires now and fuel to make it on one more stop, so I'm hoping it goes good.
Awesome.
Because I only have 1 set of tires left.
Is that some strategery from the 32 of Spinny Fritas tonight?
yes, it is. Strategy is my only hope tonight, I will say that much.
Oh, come on. There's a little bit of driving talent in there.
Not tonight. There's none.
Well, Tom Fritas in the number 24th position might just want to stop and get some Kansas barbecue right there. So,
I do like the sound of that.
Or if you see Dorothy, you can always say hi to her. So, because we are in Kansas.
This is true. It's very true.
All right. So let's do. Which camera do we want to do? Let's do the pace car. We can't do that too late. Whatever. It does look cool to see the pace car come off pit road though. As the field is in the hands of Rachel Hunt again. Let's see if somebody's going to go ahead and try to get a better advantage on that. Not today, as Rachel Hunt leads into turn 1. Oh, that's a cool camera shot right there. Looking through turn 4 is forget the cameras right now. We're 3 wide for second place right now. Stephen Isham, Kevin Orlando Jr., somebody else right there. Chris Spencer in the 62 going 2, maybe 3 wide out of front. Ooh, Chris Spencer get a little free off of 2, but he's going to go ahead and hold on to it. Kevin Orlando's going to go ahead and go dive to the inside. Going to be 3 wide into turn 3. 3 by 3 for 2nd through 7th or something like that.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Look at that.
Get it sorted out a little bit as Stephen Isham pulls into 2nd place.
Look at this. Look at this battle right here. Kevin's going to try to shut the door on the 62, decides better of it. He's going to go ahead and go back to the inside line. Getting himself back under control right there, but overall a really solid start to this run right here. These trucks are definitely putting on a show, that's for sure. Barney's just chilling, watching the race. You know who's not chilling? Rachel Hunt.
She is not. She is.
She's led every lap of this race
every
so
lap,
far.
and I think she plans on leading every lap.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you know, the race is hers to lose. It could be pit strategy. It could be one mistake. I mean, this is a track where if you make one mistake, you could lose that, and that's what happened to me. I was leading near the end of the race. I had 2 lap cars running 2 wide. And I just lost my focus for a second and tried to run a different line than I normally do, and got a little loose, lost the lead, lost the race. But that's why you run the laps. So Kevin Orlando trying to make that inside line really work. Never mind, he's going to go ahead and abandon ship and go back up to the fence. Looks like we're going to be a bunch of top feeders right now, as we are looking at 38 laps in the books right now. That's one of my favorite camera angles, actually. Stephen Isham looking to the inside as Kevin Orlando, Brian Beach make a little bit of contact coming out of 2. Fortunately, both trucks keep pointing straight. No net code there. They're going to be able to continue on. Really close battle. Kevin's got to back out of it just a little bit to go ahead and get himself, you know, not destroying a couple of machines in the process. Brian Beach is going to try to look to the outside of Chris Spencer. He's going to actually get there. Goes to the outside line for the battling for 3rd place going into turn 1. Lap 40 in the books right now, or well, still in progress. It'd help if I could read, but that's okay. Rachel's got herself a nice little advantage right now as the battle continues between Chris Spencer, Brian Beach right now. Give the lap to number 13 of Brian Beach for 3rd place right there on lap 40 is completed now. Hey, Tom.
Hey, yes.
Remember when you said you're going to make that one pit stop and then you're going to go to the end?
Yes, yes.
Why are you sitting on pit road right now?
Got him to the wall, scraped the side of the truck up, and I'm actually jumping up on the tower to go view a race incident that just happened.
Alright, well, hold on. We'll spill the tea. What just happened?
I heard a driver complaining on the radio about another driver, so I'm just going to go investigate this real quick and see.
You saying drivers are not happy with each other?
Oh, can you believe that?
Nonsense. Who would ever do that?
I know, right?
Meanwhile, two wide right there. Looking at the 3rd line right there. Good battle right here in the mid-pack right here. Charles Giffen, Josh. Is it Charles Giffen or Charles Griffin? Because I see Giffen on my SDK, but it's Griffin in the iRacing.
I believe it's Charles Griffin.
Well, it says Giffen on my end. So if I've been pronouncing his name wrong the whole season, that's not my fault. As Porter and Blake Mosley almost get together, Blake goes ahead and gets right on his bumper. Blake Mosley involved in that early incident, got himself a fresh car. He's going to go ahead and he's trying to make up some spots right now, but he's back in the 14th as they go almost 4 wide down the front straightaway. Blake Mosley goes ahead and gets a few spots. Actually don't know if he fixed that truck or not because it looks like there's still a little bit of damage on it. So
I don't know if he had a whole lot of damage.
yeah, he's still got some right rear damage on the right side of the spoiler. So there is still a little bit of work to do unless he got a quick repair and then damaged the truck again, which, I mean, he's your point leader. He's pretty good, but at the same time, that's still a possibility. So trying to find some battles on the track.
Who was moving up there, he just scraped the wall and lost about 3 spots. So.
That's unfortunate. He's had a good night going on, involved in one incident, really not of his own doing. It's just kind of product of wrong circumstances. But this battle right here is in the kind of the most intense battle in the track right now. Is kind of in the battle for like 17th, which you think you're running for 17th, but at the same point, those are positions that count. So 96 Chambra looking down to the 26. Go ahead and maybe 26 may not have realized that the 96 was going to stay above the apron right there, but they've avoided it just in time and no contact right there. So meanwhile, checking in on your point leader Blake Mosley, going ahead. He's got some traffic in front of him. He's got to go ahead and work through. I got a car on the fence in front of him. Got actually crashed right in front of him. Mark Miller gets turned. And it looks like Michael Wood's involved in that. And that brings out the caution. And the 49 comes in and 49 comes in and joins the wreck at the same time too. So so we were going to ride on board. Who started that? We were on board with the 58 when that happened.
Looked like it was the 06. And
yeah, Mark Miller was somebody that got involved in that. That's probably a little bit too far forward because they're already crashed at that point. So what happened to Mark?
Look, the 06 got into the wall and he came down off of it, made contact with the 333, who made contact with several other trucks.
Looks like
off spinning through the grass.
Yeah, it looks like Mark was running that like really high line, maybe just got himself a little bit too high. Yeah, got himself just into the fence, and 333, 06 made contact. That happens right in front of them. 58. Check that. I said the 99 Michael Wood was involved in that. He actually just barely avoided that. So 43 with a little bit of damage. And then somebody came in like really late. It was Eli. And not too sure what happened there, but trucks are kind of stopping and kind of no place to go. So, couple drivers.
3 drivers avoiding the crash by just going through the grass, and they made it safely back up on the track.
I mean, sometimes the off-track incident point is worth it. Oh, Mark's pretty bummed right now. I probably don't want to bring him up, so it's not like he's spun on lap 1, turn 1, coming off of pit road. So let's see. Charles Giffen right now is your leader. Let's see if he's in the Discord. Nope, just kidding. He's going to pit, so we're not going to interview him. So that'll be Rachel Hunt, Chris Spencer will be your leaders right now. Maybe we can grab like Kevin or Steven. They've been up there the whole night, so. Alright, we're going to grab Stephen Easham from Dirty Boys. Remind me to put him back in the right channel. Stephen Easham, you got a copy?
Yep.
So what do you got for this Rachel Hunt? We gotta get a new leader here at some point.
Oh, I messed up in the pit, so it don't matter.
Why'd you get a speeding penalty?
No, I went too far. I had to back up. I lost 3 spots, but I got the inside, so I should have a good restart here.
Yeah, get a good restart.
I mean, I don't know, man. She's just got the line she's running. I had a couple shots at her, and she's just blocking my line. She just cut my nose off when I tried to go for the lead. But
yeah, she's definitely trying to keep that clean air pretty much at any cost possible. But
oh yeah, clean air is king here. So
she's got 2 wins right now, going for a 3rd. So let's see if we can disrupt that and cause a little chaos in here. So
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I should have a good. I should be able to pick up 2 spots at least on this restart. On
Okay.
that side.
Sounds good. We'll make sure to keep the camera on you, and maybe with a few laps to go, maybe try a little 2-tire strategy and see if you can leapfrog Rachel. And I don't know. You gotta drive your race. We'll see what happens.
Yep, we'll see. All right, man.
All right, good luck. We're gonna send you back to Dirty Boys Discord, so that way we don't.
All right.
There you go. He's back in the right channel. Sometimes I forget to put them in the right channel after they're done. So.
Don't want to stick him in the wrong team channel.
Oh, actually, let's talk to Michael Wood real quick because he avoided that crash. Michael Wood, you got a copy?
Hey, what's going on, Steven?
So, how was the code brown right there?
Oh, my God, that was close. Oh, it was like Moses parting the Red Sea through there.
Yeah, I originally called you as part of the accident. I went back and looked at the replay. I'm like, no, he missed the whole thing. So,
yeah.
How's your race going tonight?
It's going well. You know, these guys are keeping it pretty clean out here. I'm surprised, but the track's changing. You know, started running that low line. Now a lot of cars are trying to run that high line, and I think the wall is getting a lot of trucks sucked in tonight. So
yeah, Mark got a little bit too high right there and hit the fence a little bit. But anyways, you're coming to
I had front row tickets to that.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, hopefully the rest of your race is a little less eventful. Let's get you back to hang out. And good luck on this restart.
Yeah, thanks, David.
It's a beautiful Gravedigger paint scheme by the number 99 Michael Wood machine. So, anyways, here we go. Going to the green flag in the air. Barney's holding it. Rachel Hunt's wanting it. Green flag is in the air. She and the rest of the field are underway. 2-3 wide almost in the back of the pack as they're getting busy. Rachel got that lead right now. Blake Mosley, Chris Spencer. Wait, how did Blake Mosley get up to second? He do some different strategy?
I'm not real sure. I didn't catch that.
I don't know, but Blake Mosley right there up in second place. Actually dropped down to third place. I think that's probably just he's got to get some track position back.
Oh, contact.
Kevin Orlando Jr. Got turned. He's it looks like he did a
still wrecking.
360. Tay McDonald looked like he's part of it now too. Trying to get the camera onto him. Looks like he got involved late. As Josh Corner Beaver joins us up in the broadcast booth. Josh, were you part of that wreck?
Not to interrupt you guys. I'm getting Randy is saying in iRacing chat to review the 43's in-car view for that crash.
Okay, well.
Yeah, you might want to take a look at that 43 in that one.
He might have had a hot seat ticket to that one.
I believe so.
All right. Well, who was the original? Well, it was Kevin Orlando. Was the part of the first crash. So let's.
Original of that, I think that was.
The original was the 5 and the 72 getting together.
The 5 of Stephen Isham. He got down a little low, and I think he got a little loose, and he shot up the track and hit the 72.
He was trying to avoid Blake. He had a big run, had to check up to avoid Blake.
Yep.
And he didn't. I don't think he realized that Kevin was right on his tight on his outside there.
No, he came across the comms right away and caught that one. He caught it out and apologized. He had to check up.
Yeah, riding on board with the number 5 is Stephen Isham just to kind of see what he saw. And on board with the 5. Looks like he just pushed up. And turned the 72. So. And then how did Tay McDonald get spun around after that? Because we were getting told to watch the 43, but I didn't see the 43 anywhere in there, so he's behind.
Oh, so that
Gerald Johnson comes in, probably didn't realize that Tay McDonald was slowing down. Here comes the 43. And so far no contact between anybody at the 43. Tay McDonald holding on for dear life right here. And
yeah, I think he just had a bird's eye view.
Yeah, that didn't work. Oh, okay. So 43 as far as like a good view of the crash. I thought he was like causing the crash or something. Okay, let's go look at his. Yeah, this would be a good onboard view actually. On board with the number 43, Randy Bashirs. Sees the first spin right there, stays to the inside, sees the second spin. Watches the 73. Oh, wow. Randy Brashears, Michael Wood can argue about who got the biggest save of the race so far. You wanna drag Randy up?
I think Mike on lap 45, Mike Wood got that one.
Yeah, but there's gonna be Randy's got. Maybe might be between the two.
Yeah, it's gonna be between them two.
All right, let's drag Randy up here. Randy Brashears, you got a copy? Randy Brashears. Randy. He's not there. All right, send it back to his Discord channel. Well, that changes up things a little bit. We tried to tell Steven good luck, and I guess is that an announcer's jinx?
Yeah, it might be.
Do you want to bring him back up? Nah, it's okay. I'll leave him. I feel bad now. We jinxed him.
You can't talk on Discord for some reason. He's having an issue.
Brashears?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, in the meantime, we're joined by another driver currently in the race right now. Josh Beaver, quarter, running in the 10th position. How's your race going?
I'm not too bad. I've made it up here a couple times, and then I missed my pit stall and got to the back again, made it back up here, and had a couple close calls, but been pretty clean so far. Just kind of watch these little incidents here and there happen. Yeah,
truck looks pretty good here as we're coming to about 40 laps to go. Are you all good on fuel to the end from here?
I'm not. I'm going to say I'm about 30 to 35 laps.
Okay.
I'm going to say the rest of the field has got to be pretty close there. So we should see maybe some fuel saving, maybe not.
I just don't know if we can make it. If you're saying 30 to 35 laps, I don't know if we can make it 40 laps. But we will find out as the lights are out on the pace car, and the pace car is going to make a hard left turn to pit road, and we'll see how this goes for another restart here. Still got a lot of drivers running tonight. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been mostly, you know, racing incidents more than anything, you know, so.
Yeah.
Can't complain about the racing.
Yeah, racing's been quite entertaining tonight, that's for sure. As the green flag's in the air, we're underway. Rachel Hunt again with another restart. 2 wide between Blake Mosley and Chris Spencer right there battling for position right now. Advantage is going to go to Blake Mosley, and Rachel's going to get herself a little bit of advantage. A little 2 wide action going on behind her. Gives you a real sense of speed seeing those trucks move like that.
Yeah.
Steven Nation's moving up to the 3rd position right now. Chris Spencer's up in the 2nd position. You know, Chris has kind of just methodically worked his way up through the field right now as the newest challenger to the number 16 machine. Maybe the 62's got something Rachel hasn't seen yet, because Rachel's only battled, you know, the 58, the 5, a few others, but you know, the 62 is a newcomer to the party right here, so we'll see what happens. You know, but also, you know, looking a little bit farther in the back, you know, Adam Thompson right there in the 5th place right now. You know, don't count him out, as he's just very quietly having a nice, solid performance. Chris Spencer actually just at the fastest lap of the race with a 31:22. Rachel Hunt set her fastest lap of the race as well as a 31:29, but you know, her fastest lap of the race is half a tenth slower than the car behind her right now, so we'll see what happens. Chris is running just a slightly lower line between turns 3 and 4. They run pretty much identical lines going down the front straightaway. Chris is going to go ahead and look up, try to get a little bit of clean air going into the corner. We'll see which lanes they choose. Rachel goes to the bottom. Chris is going to run the top. Steven's going to run the bottom as well, so pretty much just kind of running where the other one's not doing. So Rachel gets the advantage, you know, through the corner, but Chris is going to go ahead and close that gap up, but he's going to get side drafted a little bit by the number 5 of Steven Isham, as they're going to be battling for the number 2nd position, which is, you know, exactly what Rachel wants to see. Rachel doesn't want to see anyone battling with them.
Battling side by side behind her, and that gives her a little bit of a gap.
Yeah, it's going to slow them down a lot, because right now that last lap, Rachel was 31.4, and Chris Spencer, Steven Isham 31.6s, so 0.2 of a lap slower just by doing that. But they get single file. Chris Chris Spencer, Steven Isham got to be in that second and third position right now. We'll see if Chris can go ahead and make something happen, but we're going to go ahead and kind of take a look through the rest of the field, and somebody holler if we see a battle for the lead up here, because there's a fantastic battle for this 9th position right now, currently being led by the number 26, Nick Alls, but he's got a lot of company. Check that, the number, who's that? 87, Shane Chastain actually leading that pack. Nick Alls on the inside battling for the number 8 position right now, but this is a huge battle right now for 8th, as you see drivers working a lot of different lines right now, trying to make things happen. Number 12, Michael Dow, having himself a decent night. He's up to 11 spots so far. Working the inside lane. Blake Mosley up really high and all the way up into the fence again. Just really hasn't been Blake's night, unfortunately, as he goes ahead and he's going to drop back a few more spots. Blake, unfortunately, he's lost 18 spots so far in the tonight. Now, it's a stat he wants us to say probably too many times, but he's your point leader, though. I mean, he's allowed to take chances, make mistakes, and that's one of the advantages of having a big point lead, is you can just go ahead and send it. If it works, great, and if not, who cares? You're just racing. Blake's also got, I think, 3 wins so far this season. 3, maybe 4 wins, actually. Truck
I
Series.
think him and Rachel have pretty much taken him.
Yeah, Truck Series has been really competitive so far this season, but you definitely have a couple, obvious contenders for the championship this year. So 73-12 getting really close on the 87. Going to go 3 wide right there out of turn 2. Randy Brashears and Adam Thompson going to battle right here for the number 4 position. Right now, advantage to 85, the Squared B Bobby Hamilton machine. We had the throwback week last week, or 2 weeks ago, and it seems like some of these drivers just kind of like the paint jobs that they had. So they said, why not? We'll just stick with it. So Adam Thompson running that number 85 machine with the Dodge paint scheme on the side. But field kind of gets a little bit checked out here, so let's see if we can run through the field really quickly as Chris Spencer makes a swipe at Rachel, and unfortunately he's not going to get there right there that time, but let's go ahead and try to run through the field while we can. Rachel Hunt is your leader. She's pretty much led every lap tonight, but the last one's the one that matters. Chris Spencer having a fantastic night, moving up 11 spots into the 2nd position. Steven Isham into 3rd. Adam Thompson into 4th. Randy Brashears with an incredible save. In 5th, Michael Wood with an even more incredible save is running 6th place in that Gravedigger paint scheme. Nick Alls in 7th. Kevin Orlando Jr. We're going to have to kind of figure out this one. Kevin Orlando Jr., J.R. Schomburg, Brian Beach. These are all drivers that you kind of saw up in the top 5, and now they're battling for about the 7th position here. So we'll see if they're able to get back up. But if they're battling too wide, they're not going to be able to do that for too long. Tay McDonald is in 11th right now. Porter Beaver is in 12th. Shane Chastain is in 13th position, as they're really close right there. Looks like Tay McDonald's going to go ahead and go to the inside, try to make something happen. Decides better of it, gets back up into line. Michael Dow right now in 14th place, running himself a nice, quiet, clean race so far. Kane Lee, newcomer to the series in the Toyota right now, is in 15th place. Mark Miller, recovering from that earlier accident, is in 16th place. He's got a little bit of work to do. Tyler Clemens in 17th place. Brad Smith in 18th. Ronnie Morrison in 19th, involved in that huge accident. Wait, is Ronnie on the lead lap? Yo,
yes, he is.
Ronnie Morrison back on the lead lap. After probably taking about a 50G impact into the inside wall, he's back on the lead lap and running. So looks like 38's off the pace, might have hit the fence right there, but no worries right there. Blake Mosley back in 20th place. Now, not exactly a night to remember for him. Dale Johnson 21st. Charles Griffin in 22nd. Hit pit road right there. Not sure what's going on there. Probably a little early for scheduled pit stops, but if he's going to make his pit stop and go to the end, he can do it, I guess. But that's assuming we run green, so we'll see how that works out. Steven Isham making a look to the inside right now. Not really anything that they can really do, so kind of checking through. Not too much going on right now. A little chance for the drivers to just breathe, take a few nice laps, and go ahead and get themselves ready for what could potentially be a green flag pit stop. As Tay McDonald says, I'm not going to relax. I want to go ahead and get some spots right here. J.R. Schomburg also looking to the inside right there as well. Gonna go 3 wide right there. Pull a little bit of a slider. Has to check up as it almost washes up too high. 26, 96, 13. Doing a really good job. Fighting really hard, really aggressive, but not running into each other. Jared Schomburg's gonna go ahead though, and all that advantage that he got into turns 3 and 4, he's gonna go ahead and lose it down the front straightaway by the momentum. But he'll go ahead and reset, try to cool off his tires again, and get himself back up and running. So. Meanwhile, if you're Rachel Hunt, it's been kind of a boring night for her. Just doing her thing. Maybe we're right on board right here with Chris Spencer for a lap and kind of see how his lap is going.
I was watching Rachel a few laps ago, and she kind of changed up her line through 3 and 4. She was running the high side.
Well, as the tires start to wear off, we'll see what happens. So that there is a black seam that is just below the little white strips of line that the drivers can use to help the car rotate. This is really pronounced in the Cup Series, but as well in the other trucks as well. Rachel's going to go ahead and go all the way down to the inside line, but the inside can get a little treacherous if that happens. But that seam can help the truck to rotate, but if you're loose, you want to stay off the seam. So we found in the Cup Series on Friday that we kind of wanted to not touch the seams at all in 1 and 2. And then in turns 3 and 4, you could use the seam a little bit to help the car rotate. As you continue on through that run, and the Friday night, the Cup Series, those cars were a handful, but if you can kind of just go in and log some laps and keep the tires in good shape, you're able to do something there. Checking out lap times between Rachel Hunt and Chris Spencer in the last 5 laps. Pretty much just going back and trading back lap times back and forth. Rachel's been faster 3 of the last 5 laps. Chris Spencer's been faster 2 of those 5. We'll see as we come to the complete. Not sure which lap we're on because we have 22 laps to go. 73. Chris Spencer knocks a 10th and a half off of that lead. So we'll see how this goes, but
I'm about 6 laps short of fuel.
6 laps short of fuel?
Yeah, maybe 8.
Okay. So
8 laps left. Yeah, I'm about 8 laps short.
So if you were like 3 or 4 laps short, I would expect people to start saving a lot of fuel. But if you're 6 to 8 laps short, I'm not sure that's going to be enough. I'm not sure you could save that much fuel and stay in the lead lap.
No, I mean, there is green flags out of some of these guys. I don't know what the laps they're on, but I think you're going to start seeing green flags here in the next 10 laps. I could be wrong, but...
Well, and it also depends because now with some strategy, the drivers can go ahead and decide, what do they want to do, because you can do 4 tires, you could do 2 tires, you could do no tires, you could pit now, cut this run in half, you could wait for a caution. I mean, it was with, I forget which race was that.
Option C. Wait for a caution.
Yeah, I mean, this has not been the cleanest Truck Series race. The Marriott Hotel Series on Sunday night set a shining example of that. Is actually Blake Mosley, Ronnie Morrison are going to go ahead and make their pit stops right now. But maybe we'll see if Blake's going to go off schedule here. He's got nothing to lose at this point. It hasn't really been his night, but it's not like we only award points on the last lap, so try something. I mean, at this point, they're hoping that it runs green because they're going to have to do what they need, but if they're only 6 laps short, right now, they are about 2 seconds off the pace. So,
yeah, these tires are pretty worn.
Yeah, the tires are pretty worn out. They're 2 seconds off the pace, so if I'm a Chris Spencer, if I'm a Stephen Isham, who apparently they don't exist in their cars, but if I'm one of those 2 drivers, take a gamble. What's the worst that could happen if you just take a gamble and say, I'm going to decide to pit road a lap before Rachel, and if it works, Rachel comes in and pits the next lap after that. You've got the undercut by about 2 seconds. You're going to have a huge advantage, and you're going to have that clean air. The only problem is that if a caution comes out, you're over. So it's really the drivers who are going to continue to run are waiting for cautions. We heard somebody hit the fence. I heard somebody's car hit the fence, but I guess not.
Yeah, it looks like he's going in pit right now. I believe that was the
72.
72.
Yeah, Kevin Orlando Jr. has been running up near the front for the night. He's going to go ahead and down to pit road, but you know, if I'm Chris Spencer right now, I mean, it depends on how badly you want that win. I would really consider it, and because if you follow Rachel, if she pits before you and this stays green, you're just gonna follow her to victory lane again.
Yeah.
Randy Brashears, Brian Beach.
Oh, 13.
Oh,
Brian
back on
Beach,
pit road.
really sideways on pit road, manages to keep it mostly straight, but no harm, no foul. But these top three right now, again, if I'm Chris Spencer, if I'm Steven Isham, I'm come on, go hit the pit road this time by. Unless you're a Rachel Hunt fan, then you want nothing to happen. You want them to all stay out. So.
And they're going 62.
62 is going to answer the call. He's going to make a hard dive onto pit road, gets himself loaded up. Looks like he'll be good. Michael Wood's going to do the same thing, locks up the tires coming into pit entrance. So, all right, now with the strategy being what it is, J.R. Schomburg coming in and locking him up too. With the strategy being what it is, 62, ball's in his court right now. If we stay green, 62 is going to have a huge advantage as long as he doesn't speed, as long as he doesn't pull a Tom and spins out on pit road exit. Here comes Rachel.
And
so
Rachel's coming to pit road.
Rachel's going to respond. Steven's going to respond.
Following.
This is perfect for Chris Spencer. If this works out the way that I think it is, you're going to watch Chris Spencer just drive right by these two. So, Adam Thompson's going to go ahead and assume the lead for right now, but we'll go ahead. Let's get the camera on Chris Spencer because right now he's coming off of pit road. Rachel and Steven are entering pit road right now. So as they're getting their service in, Michael Dow looks like he's going to be exiting pit road right there. Mark Miller up into the second position right now. But you know, let's put the camera on Chris Spencer. Let's watch what happens right here as he is in turn 3 and 4.
Rachel and Steven Isham both taking 4 tires and fuel.
I would expect 4 tires out of everybody here at this point.
Yeah,
but here's the thing, you know, Rachel and Steven are right now
and
exiting
here she
pit
comes
road.
out of the pit, and
here comes Chris.
Pass her.
Watch this. Look at the advantage he's going to get right now. 1 lap early. And Chris Spencer's going to get a 3-second advantage.
We look on the other side of the coin there. We're looking at Mark Miller in the 06, who pitted sometime after all these guys pitted on the last lap, so he may have enough fuel.
And I was actually getting to this, and I kind of forgot about it, but now you're reminding me. Mark Miller, Kane Lee. Mark pitted lap 52, Kane Lee pitted lap 53. I heard more contact, but I don't know what happened. They pitted 6 laps later than everybody else. Whoa, 3 wide action right there.
I think they're going to be a couple laps short.
But Mark is going for a win. I mean, he's running 33.5-second lap times. I don't know if that's enough.
And he is in traffic. He's got trucks in front of him where he can draft a little bit.
Let's see, is he saving fuel? He doesn't sound like he's full throttle.
Oh, he's definitely got to be saving, but
I just don't think it's
be enough.
So right now, Chris Spencer's 27 seconds behind Mark Miller. So with 11 laps, he could do it. He's 27 seconds back, 11 laps to go. He's got to be what? 2.5 seconds a lap slower than Chris Spencer. And then right now, that's actually pretty much right on pace. Chris Spencer is 2 seconds a lap slower, faster than Mark. So if Mark can make this work, he's only got to give up about 2 seconds a lap right now to make this work. Oh boy, he's going to go for it. I mean, at this point, everybody else has stopped. Shane Chastain has stayed out. He's kind of going for the same thing, but Shane pitted on lap 47. Mark pitted on lap 52. You know, here comes Shane. He's going to make the dive down the pit road. His strategy's not going to work there. But if you're Mark Miller now, oh lordy, if you can save that fuel.
And you got a 22-second lead.
Right now, 23 seconds and 9 laps to go. That was the wrong button. Sorry about that. 22 seconds. Eight laps to go. I mean, Chris Spencer is flying right now. He's turning his fastest laps of the race, trying to make this happen. Randy Brashear's pit strategy worked out well for him. He got in front of Rachel Hunt as well. Rachel's got to fight in traffic now. This was the part I was afraid about for Rachel, is that if she stayed out too long, they undercut her. And right now the ball's in Chris Spencer's court, as Rachel and Randy are going to go ahead and battle for this third position right now. But Mark Miller right now, oh, is he going to pit? He's pitting.
Oh, he's going to pit.
Ah, come on, Mark.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they were a few laps short even with that.
Okay, well, there goes my storyline right there, is Rachel Hunt is going to dive to the inside of Randy Brashears for the third position. She's going to go ahead and probably just send it in here really hard, try to get that advantage to get back onto the podium.
She's got the slide.
She's got it. So Mark Miller gives up the lead right here, as Chris Spencer's going to go ahead and inherit it now. 7 laps to go. Rachel Hunt's going to go ahead and have to run down Mark. So let's compare some lap times here. Let's see these kind of the top 3 right here. So last lap or so, but Rachel and Randy were battling, so you can't really take that one into consideration. But yeah, this is going to be close. I think right now, I think the ball's in Spencer's court right now. I think he's too far ahead. But I've been wrong about that in the past. Rachel was about a 1/10 of a second a lap faster that time. Randy's fallen back a little bit. And Randy might unfortunately be no factor here, but battle right now between Chris and Rachel. 6 laps to go, but in the meantime, while we get a second to breathe on here, let's go ahead and kind of check out the rest of the field's doing. Randy's having himself a great night in 3rd, Stephen Isham in 4th, Michael Wood up 20 positions into the 5th position. Kevin Orlando Jr. promising start, backed up a few spots. Blake Mosley, looks like that early pit stop didn't exactly work the way he wanted it to. He pitted about 5 laps before everybody else, but a good recovery considering he was running 20th about 20 laps ago. So Brian Beach was also up in there. He's running 8th. Adam Thompson 9th. Ronnie Morrison 10th. Tay McDonald the 11th. Jared Schomburg with an eventful night. Really not much of his doing though. In the 12th position, Daryl Johnson 13th. Charles Griffin 14th. Michael Dow 15th. Good battle right here for position between those drivers. Quarter getting a good view of that in the 17th position. Tyler Clemens backed up a little bit into 18th. Shane Chastain, not his night, 19th position. Zach Holloway involved in an earlier incident in 20th. Brad Smith 21st. Nick Alls 22nd. Mark Miller, unfortunately, I was hoping he'd got a little more gas in his tank at 23rd, because that would have been a storyline right there if he could hold on to it. And a couple drivers off the track right now, but looks like only 2 drivers are off the track. Everyone else is still running so far. Actually 3.
Yeah,
Eli,
I think we need to get back up front now, because Rachel has cut that lead down to 0.6 seconds.
0.6 seconds the advantage right now.
I'm just wondering if maybe did Chris, thinking that maybe Mark was going to go for it, and Chris was trying to run him down, did he burn up maybe his tires a little bit in those few laps?
Well, last 5 laps, Rachel's been faster, and her speed is increasing. Lap 89, lap 90, about a 10th and a half faster. Lap 91, a 1/4 of a second. Lap 92, 3/10 of a second. This time by, I feel like it's going to be even more. Lap 93 in the books, and another 1/4 of a second. I don't think it's going to be enough. Like, she'll get there, but I don't know if she's going to get around him, unless we see the bump and run or caution in the next 10 seconds. Not pushing any buttons right now. But Rachel is, getting there right on the bumper. Kevin Orlando Jr., Michael Wood battling right here as the white flag is in the air. This race will finish under green. Right now, like I said, Rachel's there. But
He is really pushing it.
But it's not going to be enough.
But I don't think she's going to have enough.
Nope.
And that's the difference between a 1 lap earlier pit stop.
1 lap earlier. That's what I was saying. If I was 62 or the 5, dive to pit road. 62 makes the right pit call. He's going to take the checker flag. Give the win to Chris Spencer. Good battles coming off of turn 4 right here. Michael Wood, Kevin Orlando. Kevin gets the advantage as he finishes. Barney's waving that checker flag. Alright, Chris Spencer on the Office Depot machine brings it home for the checker flag. Let's see him do some burnouts. Let's go try to find him in the Discord. I don't know if he's in there. I do not see Chris.
He should be.
I don't see him.
He would. In the Hangouts.
Oh, he's in Hangouts.
Yeah, he should be.
Oh, he's in the party channel. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Alright, Chris Spencer doing some donuts. Hey, we got to take a picture at some point. As somebody just drove by at full speed.
Sorry.
You're fine. Need the driver, the crew chief, and the spotter, the 32 to the hauler after the race. For your little lap 1 spin out, so. Alright, you got your little picture in there, so Chris Spencer's going to go ahead and do a few more donuts. We'll give him a second. Rachel Hunt's going to do some. Oh, they're just going to do like a 180 or something. Oh, there's contact. What are they doing? I
You're
guess
having some fun, bud.
apparently everybody's going to do burnouts today.
Mic check.
Mic check confirmed. Alright, Chris Spencer, you got a copy?
Still here. What's going on, bud?
See y'all playing bumper cars. Oh, ow. Rachel, what are you doing? Kel, can we get Rachel's comments as well? Can you work on that, please? Kel, you there? Tom, you
Yeah,
there?
I'll get
Okay.
comments for
Yeah,
her.
get her comments, please. Alright, Chris Spencer. We were talking in the broadcast. Somebody has to try the undercut. You did it. You prevailed. You got the win. Talk us through your race.
Man, what a wild race this track. So hard to pass that. It seems the inside was working pretty good, but the outside, once it gets rolling, you just can't do anything with it at all. And the whole race was just in battle and traffic. I finally got an opportunity there in the second to last pit stop. Just a great pit stop on pit road got me up there and battling Rachel in a not long run. Higher and Steven. I was able to see that I wasn't going to beat her by doing the same thing she was. So only other option was to try to outsmart her that way.
Yeah, we were thinking that if you stay out and the caution comes out, you come and get a set of tires, you're good. If you pit and the caution comes out, you're trapped a lap down. But it's high risk, high reward, and that was a solid run for you and that team, up 12 spots up to P1. So congratulations on your performance right now. That was fantastic to watch.
Yeah, again, great racing on everyone, just throughout the whole field. Again, just so hard to pass here, so a little pit strategy is how I got there. I don't think anyone's going to beat Rachel heads up there, so the only other option was try to do it on pit road.
Well, Rachel won the last 2 weeks in a row. You prevented her from winning 3 in a row, so I think the most of the field's going to be pretty happy about that, but you got the trophy, so you can go ahead and take that home and celebrate tonight. So congrats on the win, Mr. Chris Spencer.
Thank you, guys. I just want to thank everyone. The field, the league, just always great racing every Monday night. No matter what track we're at, from short tracks to big tracks to medium tracks, just always great racing.
Right on. Congrats, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
All right, bringing up Rachel Hunt was our second place finisher. Kel is getting her comments right now. He'll be back here in just a moment, but let's check in with Stephen Isham. I think we gave you the announcer's jinx earlier in the race, but you managed to recover, get back to third position. Talk us through talk us through the rest of your race.
I felt good. I'm mad at myself for not pitting first. I felt like that would have won it, and that's what Chris did. I waited 1 lap too long, but I mean, all in all, it was a good race. I mean, a pretty clean race until I hit Kevin. I felt bad for that, but I mean, I had to lift. Blake was on older tires, and I went into the turn, and obviously he can't hold as much speed on older tires, but I mean, other than that, it wasn't a bad race.
Yeah, and the pit stop strategy at the end, it's difficult because because we stayed under green, one strategy works, but that doesn't mean it's going to be the winning strategy, because if you stay out and the caution came out, you come and get 4 tires, you trap everybody else a lap down. So it's
Yeah.
like it's just a gamble. It's like, do you trust the cars around you to keep it green, or do you expect another crash? And
I mean, once Chris went in, I felt I had to pit when Rachel did, so I went when she did. So
yeah, and unfortunate for you, but Chris got the undercut in just by one lap, and that really became the difference at the end of the race. But it's
yeah,
still.
a few laps short. I'm not sure if I was catching them or not. I wasn't really paying attention to the relative, but
I mean, you were in the conversation, so I mean, you only finished 1.8 seconds behind the winner. So I mean, that's pretty close in my book, especially after a nice long green flag run with green flag pit stops. So that's pretty fun.
yeah, it was a good race, a good points day.
Yep. So, all right. Well, Steven Eacham brings it home in the number 3 position. It looks like Kel's gonna go ahead and get comments from Rachel.
Yeah,
so.
we got Rachel in the channel. Rachel, that was a pretty dominant race you had, but I see you say you should have pitted when the 62 did. That one lap makes a heck of a difference on fuel. Yeah, she said she should have pitted when Chris did. It does make a difference. But we're happy to see you on the podium. Almost a trifecta on 3 in a row. But I guess you'll have to take second place tonight. And she says, I was running him down, but ran out of laps. What do you think, Steve? Do you think in a couple more laps she may have got him?
I mean, it was so difficult to pass. It's just like what we saw in the Cup Series on Friday night and the Marriott Hotel Series on Sunday. You can catch them, but catching them is one thing, passing is another. And Rachel had the advantage for the overwhelming majority of the race up until that last pit stop. So I mean, it's difficult because it's like, when's the right lap to pit? Because it's like when you see everybody running, if you pit and like somebody goes 10 laps longer, and it's just you never know.
Yeah, and Rachel says, anyway, thank you guys for the broadcast and all of my fans, LOL. All right, Rachel, it's a great race. I think we had a really exciting finish there.
All right, absolutely. Let's bring you your finishing order. If the button will work, there we go.
And Rachel says thank you to Front Row Esports.
And Chris Spencer brings home the win. Rachel Hunt second. Steven Eacham, you've heard from those 3. Randy Bashirs brings home in 4th. Kevin Orlando Jr. in 5th. Michael Woods 6th. Adam Thompson 7th. Blake Mosley 8th. Brian Beach 9th. Tay McDonald rounds out your top 10. Ronnie Morrison is in 11th. J.R. Schomburg 12th. Kane Lee in 13th. Daryl Johnson 14th. Michael Dow 15th. Josh Beaver 16th. Charles Griffin 17th. See, on my screen it says Giffen. So
yeah,
I will go with that. Shane Chastain in the 18th position, and then rounding out the rest of the field, Tyler Clemis in 19th, Zach Holloway 20th, Brad Smith 21st, Nick Alls 22nd, Mark Miller 23rd, and then Eli Raposa 24th, Tom Friedis 25th, and Derek Wynn starting and parking tonight in 26th position. So, all right, Kel, final thoughts. What did you think about tonight's event?
Well, I think tonight's event was a really good race. A few unexpected cautions there, some strange contact going on, but I think overall it was a really good race.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of great performance, a lot of great driving tonight. A couple mistakes along the way, but we managed to, make this not a caution fest. We got a couple cautions at the beginning of the race, but drivers able to stretch their legs out, get themselves some room, and really get themselves a great performance in. So, congrats to all the drivers. I mean, it was a really great race. So, Kel, where are we going next week?
Where are we next week?
Like Charlotte.
I think. I don't know. I have to look at and see.
I'm pretty sure we're at Charlotte. Actually, yeah, we're at Charlotte because we have our Coke 600.
We are at Charlotte next week.
And then we have.
And then we have a week off.
Yep, and then we're hoping for a big turnout because that's going to be a long race. I think 260 laps in the Cup Series on Friday night.
In the Cup Series, yeah, but it's only 100 laps in the Xfinity and 90 laps in the Truck Series, so it should be some good racing. And then we have the off week, and then after that will be the All-Star race, which will have drivers from all 3 divisions, hopefully competing in the All-Star race. And we still have yet to figure out the format we're using for that.
Sounds good. Well, maybe drivers can
Coming up in 2 weeks.
throw some ideas into the suggestion box and see what happens. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get y'all out of here. But thanks for joining us, Front Row Esports Truck Series at Kansas Speedway. We will see you again on Friday night, handing the reins over to the legend Chris Palhimas at Pismo Beach, California. So he's going to go ahead and take you through the Cup Series on Friday night. But for Kel Butler, Quarter, Josh Beaver is joining us in the booth. Tom Freeze is in the booth for a little bit. I'm Steve Johnson. So long, and we will see you next time.